A female model is walking the runway with a raven. The photographer asks her to look terrified. Suddenly, she spots a blood-stained ear on the ground and screams in horror. The police arrive at the scene after receiving the report. By now, the ear is swarming with insects, and beside it lies a bag of minced flesh. Camille speculates that the body was shredded by a wood chipper. Hawkins also discovers an object resembling a black pearl. Testing reveals it to be a meteorite fragment. Camille notices the cellular tissue shows no signs of bleeding, indicating the cells ruptured from within. She theorizes the body was likely frozen. The detectives trace a meteorite with the same composition to a physics research institute. The director, Stephen, comes to greet them. When the detective shows him the meteorite fragment, Stephen recognizes it immediately upon touching it. He had given this fragment to his fiancée Ashley to be set into a ring. Ashley was the editor-in-chief of the institute's journal and had recently taken sick leave. Stephen suggests the detectives speak with Samuel. They find Samuel, who says he last saw Ashley 3 days ago. Samuel had been planning to publish a paper on green algae cells, but he insists he would never be foolish enough to kill someone just to get a paper published. The detectives return to the blind Stephen and ask who stands to benefit from Ashley's death. Stephen immediately names the geologist Dashan. With Ashley gone, Dashan would be next in line for the editor-in-chief position. Then Stephen drops a bombshell. Ashley and Dashan had been having an affair. The detectives are stunned, but Stephen calmly explains that both parties had reached an agreement. The relationship between Ashley and Dashan would end once he and Ashley were married. In the interrogation room, Dashan remains composed. He explains that his relationship with Ashley was no secret at the institute, but insists he's not foolish enough to kill Ashley just to get the position. The intern discovers that the cuts on the body are completely random and smooth, unlike the parallel wounds typically caused by machinery. When a body is flash frozen, ice crystals form and cause it to fracture. Camille theorizes the body was frozen with liquid nitrogen. Once frozen, even a casual impact could shatter it. Hawkins decides to demonstrate with an experiment. Based on the clue that Ashley had been frozen, they theorize the body may have been shattered by a high-speed fall. They conduct a test using a frozen turkey, but when they drop it, the turkey bounces back and hits the medical examiner. Violent impact doesn't match the killer's method of dismemberment. The intern finds cylindrical marks on Ashley's left clavicle, wounds typically caused by puncturing. At the window, Hawkins discovers traces of graphite, clay, and heteropolymer, components consistent with a mechanical pencil. The theory is that the killer was holding a pencil and repeatedly stabbed Ashley's body. Angela simulates the bone fractures the intern found and discovers all the damage occurred at the most fragile bones. Every vulnerable area of the body shows fractures. The medical examiner theorizes that after freezing Ashley, the killer placed the body in some kind of ultrasonic device. The sound waves caused the frozen bones to shatter like crystal. This was the killer's true method of dismemberment. Camille examines Ashley's medical report from 2 weeks prior. The blood work shows extremely high white blood cell counts. It's baffling that a perfectly healthy woman developed leukemia within 2 weeks. The medical examiner finds a smooth indentation on a thoracic vertebra and theorizes it was caused by a tumor. But a tumor this large couldn't possibly have grown in just 2 weeks. The examiner believes someone used radioactive exposure to give Ashley leukemia. The detectives test Ashley's office. The most suspicious item is her usual chair.